What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Everyday Heroes, and we are back.
We back.
We are back. Are back. Here's the thing: we missed a week. We gonna make it up to y'all somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. I don't know. But we got real name Wynton, John J, and JD Written on the show. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Taking it one day at a time.
That
All right. All right. One day at a time. One day at a time. All right. What about you, John Jay?
I'm good, man. I couldn't be better. I'm on top of the world right now.
That's good, man. That's a beautiful feeling, man. That's a beautiful feeling.
Good
And
place to
me,
be.
I just be doing me, man. I be playing video games, and lately, I went to a battle rap event. It was pretty cool.
That's a
Um,
fact.
Other than that, man, just been chilling, man.
Yeah, born. Give it up to Smack for coming back to Tampa.
Yeah, Smack. Yeah, give it up to Smack. You know what I'm saying? He came back. Showed love. I gotta tell you about that. I don't know if I told you about the JB, but
Yeah. We talked about it. We talked
talk
about
about
it.
it. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's get into these topics, man. So we're gonna get into the NBA, and I'm just gonna run down, some significant trades, some significant moves, and then we're gonna get into top two teams on the East and West. What's y'all pick of coming out as a champion of the 2019 or 2020, bearing no injuries, right? So major things has happened. We have Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. He was heavily rumored to go to the Lakers and somewhat Toronto, but he ended up picking the Clippers. I feel like it's a good move, even as a Lakers fan. I think it's great for the NBA, and I really didn't want him anyway. So that happened. The same night, within minutes, Paul George, PG-13, gets traded to the Clippers. So now the Clippers have a really good defensive team going into the NBA season for next year or this year, I guess. So the next thing we have is Anthony Davis gets traded to the Lakers. Signs DeMarcus Cousins. The Lakers signs DeMarcus Cousins and Danny Green, honorable mention from JV. So the next thing we got Mike Conley got traded to the Jazz for Jay Crowder and I think Kyle Korver or something like that. Russell Westbrook to the Houston Rockets with CP3 and some picks. Right now, OKC has like I think 12 picks now for between the PG-13 trade and the trade for Russell Westbrook. OKC starting over pretty much, and now Westbrook and Harden is still together, is back together, and they're on paper they seem to be a good match or a good team, but people fail to realize that they had Serge Ibaka and Kevin Durant back then too. Um, you have KD, Kyrie going to Brooklyn. We have Jimmy Butler to the Heat, D'Angelo Russell to the Warriors, and Iguodala to the Grizzlies. CP3 is rumored to go to the Miami Heat before the season starts. We have Ben Simmons that signed a $170 million contract for 5 years. Another clutch sports player. 3 years. So with that being said, that's pretty much the rundown. Now let's get into who do you have? Top two teams, East and West. Who wants to go?
I go. I think my top two teams are gonna be Sixers, and I think I'm gonna ride with the Celtics. And I picked the Celtics because no one really left, and they did better without Kyrie than with Kyrie. So I think that give them the confidence to show the league that it was really Kyrie and Kimball Walker. I think he's a better fit point guard wise because he's not a ball dominant point guard. He can distribute, and I think that's what they need is a distributor. Um, I like team sports or a team better than I like a player. And I think that's why we saw Toronto win a championship last year because they were more of a team than a star player. Um, the Sixers, I just think they're talented and they have a team that's staying together. Also, I mean Jimmy Butler was wasn't he like a mid-season trade or something like that? So
I
he
believe he
wasn't
was.
yeah, he wasn't a big deal anyway. I think was it Mike Bibby who they signed?
Mike Bibby.
No, no, I'm tripping. What's that dude they signed from the Jazz, I think?
Mm.
I
Ricky
forgot. No, I forgot his name, but he a nice little 3-pointer. But I think he's a more important piece to the Sixers than Jimmy Butler was. So I like that. Oh, it was Tobias Harris. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay,
I'm
okay, okay.
sorry. But yeah, I like that better than I like Jimmy Buckets. And in the West, I like obviously the Lakers because I picked the Lakers, and I'm gonna stick with the Lakers. But Kawhi, man, and PG, like PG, one of my favorite players in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my personal favorite. And they
He
got a
was mine.
chance. They really got a chance, man. And they got defense. You got Kawhi and Patrick Beverly on the same team. Like it's gonna be hard to score on them boys. And your
Uh,
toughest your your toughest player and your second toughest player. We could put Kawhi on LeBron and have Beverly somehow stick Anthony Davis. I know it's a height advantage, but you know what I'm saying? It's some way they could make that work and they could
boy,
shut
you
shit down.
sound crazy.
I'm
You sound
telling you,
crazy as
they
hell with
they
that one.
can.
You
Tell-
sound crazy as hell with that one. Patrick Beverly 6'1"?
right. I know
Don't
it's a
guard
height,
Anthony
a height.
Davis?
Yeah, yeah, but Patrick
It's
Beverly, he ain't no punk. He a dog.
Patrick
So
Beverly
You know
on
what?
who?
I'm gonna just tell
Patrick
you
Beverly
this
on who?
on
on
Anthony
Anthony
Davis.
Davis. I
No,
know it's a height advantage,
and
but
that's not even a height advantage. That's a height advantage, a weight advantage. That's like
A
that's
strength
like me
advantage.
trying. Yeah, that's like me trying to guard LeBron James. That ain't.
hell nah, man. You see what Patrick Beverly did with Russell Westbrook?
But
He,
they about the same height. Russell Westbrook only like 6'3",
All
6'2". Patrick
right,
Beverly
that's
six
why I
one.
say it's only a height advantage.
No,
well,
that's a weight advantage too, bro. That's like me trying to guard LeBron. He got like 20, 30, 40 pounds on me. You
All
see what I'm
right,
saying?
y'all remember how Dellavedova was all over Steph Curry in that finals?
they the
All,
same. They the same height.
they
I
can't
feel
do it,
that. I
bro.
feel that. It's some way you could mix and match it.
Patrick
But
Nope.
Beverly is
Nope.
a
Patrick Beverly
great
a
Nope.
beast
defensive
on
player.
defense,
Nope. I'm gonna
man.
tell you right now. And well, go ahead. So go ahead with your explanation because I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say Patrick Beverly is a great defender, great defensive player, but he
All you know
can't
about.
guard a 4 or a 5. He just that's just not gonna happen.
I
He
don't
can't
believe
guard a
that.
power forward or a center.
And
That's
they
just
they
that's
could
just
lock down somebody and just
all,
double
all,
team him.
all he gonna do all
You
he gonna
could
do is
double
back him
team his
down
ass.
and dunk on him. And if you double team him, that DeMarcus Cousins can
Man, I
shoot.
don't believe
LeBron
in
can shoot.
DeMarcus Cousins, man. He a
Because
fuck up.
How
Kuzma,
you don't
you
believe
got
in him?
DeMarcus
Did you see the
Cousins.
finals?
You got
Yeah,
DeMar.
man.
Hold on. You got DeMarcus Cousins, Kuzma,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
That's
you put him on Kuzma. Put Patrick Beverly on
okay. That's
Kuzma.
better.
All
but
right.
the
And then Kawhi take LeBron.
That's
And
better.
then you double somehow
Le-
um send people at
I
Anthony Davis.
I'm gonna be honest.
LeBron is not gonna cover Kawhi because LeBron's not that type of player, and he's gonna get his rest to keep on offense. You see what I'm saying? So LeBron's not gonna cover Kawhi. Kawhi
That
would cover
No,
LeBron.
that's what
that,
I'm talking about.
that
Kawhi cover
that's
LeBron.
that's why LeBron has got over on Kawhi more times than Kawhi has gotten over on LeBron. That's
Mm.
why. So. I just don't. I know LeBron is 35 now and stuff, but I don't. I really don't see the Clippers even beating the Lakers. I don't see it.
Stop it, man.
I don't see it.
Man, the
I don't
coaching, the
see it.
team.
I don't see it.
But I'm riding with the Lakers though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna ride with the Lakers this year.
All right. So, let's just throw this in there. So, what surprise team would you like to win the championship this year?
Magic.
Magic. Let's go, Magic.
Hey, they can do it. They can do it on the East. They can. They I'm not saying they can get there, but they can get pretty high.
We can, yeah, we
The
can.
East is not strong. The East is
You
not strong at all.
signed Terrence Ross, which is a good deal. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
you kept most of y'all squad. You got added pieces. All y'all gotta do really, not really even now, really is at this point is get rid of Markel Fultz. I think he's a waste of a roster spot right now, and dude just seemed like he just
I
don't
got a
got nothing.
feeling. I got a feeling he gonna get his mind right, man. We might have a steal.
Mm.
That's the hope, man. But I read an article recently that he still ain't ready to come back.
Oh man, he need to tighten up.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is looking worse than almost as bad as Joel Embiid in the beginning. Like
That's what I'm saying. And you see Joel Embiid now.
either you top five center in the NBA, yeah,
All right. So Markel Fultz can bounce back. It ain't over. He's still real young. He's super young. He ain't even 25 yet. He
yeah.
like
One thing,
23, ain't he? 24?
he's younger than that because he came in with Lonzo. He's like 22.
Oh yeah. So why would you give up on him? I wouldn't.
All right, Winton. So go ahead. Who's your top teams, Winton?
I got so for the East, I actually
Mm-hmm.
got the Bucks.
No, that's the yep.
I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the Milwaukee Bucks. But the 76ers, it wouldn't really surprise me if the 76ers got actually got to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it'll really be they'll be dueling it out at the end of the Western Conference or the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think so it really wouldn't surprise me if the 76ers make it, but I got the Milwaukee Bucks. I just feel like Giannis last year he made some mistakes. He's already gotten stronger. Now he's this offseason going to practice and learn and watch tapes, and he's going to go out there and dominate, and he's going to make it there. But he obviously going to fall short to the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers um, in the West right now is the best team with no injuries. I don't see any team being better. I actually went, on 2K and
Mm-hmm.
I updated the whole roster like this past weekend. Updated all the rosters, made some matchups and stuff. I played the Lakers and Clippers on Hall of Fame. No controlling, no nothing. Just Hall of Fame. Let them play it out. And the Lakers won in the 4 game series 4-0. Not even close. And I placed the Lakers versus the Nets and things like that. But um, I really don't see they have no answer for Anthony Davis or DeMarcus Cousins or Kyle Kuzma and or LeBron or Danny Green all at the same time. They don't have an answer for all of them. I just don't see it. So um I think I think the Clippers will get further than they probably have ever been for the most part. But at the end of the day, with no injuries, I got the Lakers 100%, not even close.
All right. You gotta look at LeBron. He's older and he's had an injury. I ain't gonna say injury prone because that's not true. But
So let's go.
Anthony Davis is
Has
injury
a
prone.
longer injury.
So
Kawhi's had a longer injury, and I did my research on AD's injury history.
He
AD
should
has
be
had a
good.
he has a lot of injuries. He does, but the weird thing about his injuries is that I thought all of his injuries were like non-contact. All of his injuries were actually like contact injuries, and
Anger.
it goes along with him not wanting to play the center. You
that's
know,
kind of worse though,
yeah. Well, he wants to play power forward. You know what I'm saying?
right?
I think in little spurts, like obviously I watched the whole press conference and everything, and in little spurts he's gonna play the center, but it's gonna be at power forward, for the most part. So I think he'll be okay, especially with having talent around him. He's gonna be fine. Um,
I'm gonna say this, Winton. I'm gonna
so
say this. If LeBron James is LeBron James, how he was with Cavaliers, with Miami, you're right. It's gonna be an unbeatable team. But if LeBron James was LeBron James of last year, I don't know. I don't think. I
LeBron,
think he went to LA for different reasons other than play basketball. You know what I
you are
mean?
very correct to some extent. Uh, Everybody knows LeBron came to LA to have a better life, to have a better family, and things like that, and to be in the sun and be able to make more money, right?
That's a fact.
But the reality of it is that LeBron James actually played like LeBron James until he got injured. You
Yeah.
know, he was we were I mean we were number four, we were the fourth seed going on third seed in the West, and almost halfway through the season, and then we blew out Golden State by 30 points on
Let,
Christmas Day.
and this is another thing too. What is the hardest conference right now?
The Western,
Okay, and that's no debating, correct?
right?
So all year long they gotta face teams like the Rockets. All year long they gotta face teams like the Warriors, Spurs, Portland, Clippers. They gotta. There's some tough teams in the West.
Let
So
me tell
are they going to stay healthy the whole year? And they got to manage their minutes. You see what I'm saying?
let,
It's going
let,
to be some tough games, bro.
let me tell you this, because I don't like talking about the Lakers that much, but because I be watching them so long, but so I watch them all the time on my off time. But let's just say this, let's just say bearing no injuries,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't see your point being valid in that, because we went to the fourth seed with no injuries, and we had Lonzo Ball, who I love, but at the same time, he shot 41% for free throws,
Mm-hmm.
and we were losing games because of our free throws. We were the worst free throw shooting team in the league, of about, I think, 60%. LeBron James is a 70% career free throw shooter. Okay, that's LeBron. He
He's
does
not a
everything else.
70% free throw shooter, is he?
Hell no, he
He
in
is
his
70%.
He's
60s.
like a 40.
Oh,
No,
What's
70.
up,
oh,
man?
I watched LeBron last year, and I watched all the stats. He
He
was
was
like the
like
sixth.
30% last
He was
year.
like
No,
40%, bro.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't, man.
Yeah, he was. Let me
He
look it up right now. He was
wasn't.
like a. Hold on.
He wasn't 70. I don't think he
No,
was
I
70.
said career 70.
Oh,
This
career. That
Oh,
sound
okay,
right. That
okay,
sound
okay.
no,
right.
this
Yeah,
past season
that
he was
sound right.
about 68% still.
Look that up.
So we have shooters now. Rondo couldn't shoot. Things like that. So we had a bunch of people that could just play make and couldn't shoot. Now we got LeBron, AD, and a bunch of shooters and defenders. I think we could end up being number one seed in the West, given that we had nothing but 40% free throw shooters and 60% free throw shooters and stuff like that on our team. If your best free throw shooter is LeBron or JaVale McGee, something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? So,
I got one more rebuttal for you, and this is the last one.
uh-huh.
Okay. Last year, everybody thought the Warriors was going to win.
Right.
Okay. Because of injuries at the end of the season, they end
Hmm.
up losing. A
Right.
team like the Clippers or a team like the I'm gonna give it to who the Warriors can creep up on them in the finals at the end or before the finals, the conference finals, and beat them. It could be done. You see what I'm
It
saying?
it can be done, especially the Warriors. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't see the Clippers making it past the Lakers. I don't see it. I'm not even trying to be
I
biased.
mean, what if
I'm
what
really
if
not
they
trying to
don't have
be
to?
biased. I don't see any way in hell if there's no injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Defense, man. Defense win ball
Defense,
games,
boy.
bro.
It,
Exactly.
it does,
That
but Anthony
defense
Davis, three
serious over
time
there
three
with
time
the
defensive
Clippers.
player of the year.
That's a
LeBron
fact.
James is an all defensive player at times. Danny Green
At
defensive player.
times.
Man,
He's
Danny
had it
Green, he
in Miami.
washed.
He's had it in Miami.
Danny Green
Um,
washed.
Danny Green
Danny
defensive
Green.
player. You
What you
know,
say,
um,
Danny Green?
Yeah, he's made all NBA defensive team.
No,
Uh,
John Jay. What you say? Danny Green is what?
He's washed.
No, he's not.
so
Yes, he is. He
40%
sucks, man.
from three last year. I don't want to hear. So anyway, uh, so I don't want to hear that. So anyway, you have JaVale McGee, who was very impressive on defense last year for the Lakers. So Avery Bradley, a great defensive player. So we got great defense, but we got way better offense than they could ever have. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say this too. We had a show, uh, and actually you called it too, and we had a show with a special guest with my brother Aaron.
yeah,
You and Aaron, y'all called the Kawhi was going to the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all called it. I think you said he was leaving. For sure,
yeah,
you knew he was leaving.
yeah.
And me and John Jay wanted him to stay
Yeah, I
with the
want him to
Raptors.
stay.
Yeah, I want him to stay. But so I just wanted to let that be known. I put that on the book. So y'all did call it.
Right.
I,
I mean, I think Lou Williams, he described it best. He like you gotta go in and out of customs. It feel like you're in a foreign land, and it's you don't get the same TV channels.
Went
You
and
gotta
said the
get a
same
whole
thing.
thing, all that type of stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
with all that, yeah, you can expect the person to
yeah,
leave.
real.
yeah. Hey, and don't quote me on this, but I heard taxes in Toronto are very high. And I heard it was like 40%.
I
And I was
believe.
like,
That's
I
crazy.
was like, man, who wants to live there? If you
Right.
paying $10 for a sandwich and you gonna still pay $10 and $15 or $14 for the whole sandwich, man, who wants to live at a place like that? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand that.
Yeah, that's
You know.
crazy. That's crazy.
So and the Toronto was offering everything. Even Drake offered him like a record deal or something like that. I was like, yeah, these cats,
Barely
I tell
talk.
you,
What made
man,
you think he could rap?
right. Yeah.
That's fair.
So who you got, JB?
I'm gonna make mine quick. I got the same pretty much on the west on the east. I got the Bucks. I also got the Sixers creeping up in there. Just depending on how they play, but they definitely they can come back real strong. And of course I got the Magic. You know what I mean? Of course I got the Magic. On the West, um, it's hard for me not to pick the Lakers. I know in the previous show I said the Lakers wasn't gonna make it to the playoffs again. I'm gonna have to renege on that and bring that back because they did pick up some pretty good people. I said with AD and LeBron, just them two, they ain't gonna make the playoffs. But now the people that they got behind them now, they looking pretty good, especially with Cousins. I think the Clippers going to make a little noise. I think they're going to make it to the playoffs, and they're going to be a team that's hard to beat. And I think my surprise team that people sleeping on is the Rockets. I think the Rockets going to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
They not going to be trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think if you
That
look
shit
at the
is not gonna work.
Oh my God, why it ain't gonna work, bro?
It's
Bruh.
Westbrook
not gonna
and,
work,
and Harden
man.
could play together. They did it before, okay?
No, they didn't do it before.
Yeah, they went to the
James Harden was
finals.
coming off the bench.
So he was
No,
playing most of the
nobody,
game. He was making
nobody is
17
coming off the
points.
bench with them. And both of them are ball dominant players.
But
There's
them,
no way
but
who
them
gonna close the
together.
games.
Westbrook gonna dial it back, man, and let James Harden cook. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the point guard he could be. You see what I'm saying?
So who
He
gonna
know
play point guard?
Westbrook. What you mean?
So all right, so what? Harden is not you. He's not pass him the ball and he just shoot. He gotta get the ball, dribble, crossover, shoot,
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they gonna be hard to beat. Fast breaks, done deal. They just run. Them two just gonna keep running. Alley oops, done deal. You see what I'm saying? Then they got your boy on the outside. They got Capella. They got 3-point shooters that can shoot. So and then not only that, they made it to the finals 2 years in a row, and arguably could have beat the Warriors if Chris Paul wouldn't have got hurt that first time.
To me,
So
it's
I'm
like
saying,
having
bro.
it's like having
Chris Paul can actually shoot though.
It's like having Peyton Manning and Tom Brady on the same team.
No,
Like it's a waste.
that's not a waste, bro, because they played before and made it to the finals. So they friends. They ain't gonna be ball hogging
If
with each other.
if I'm Houston, I'm using Russell Westbrook as trade bait. I'm finna try to get a big ass trade
Yep.
Y'all,
and
Yep.
get
y'all
some
And
sleeping
players.
on
honestly,
Westbrook.
this is what I feel that's going to happen. All
Mhm.
right, and I'm gonna get on this not to your point, JB, but Chris Paul can shoot and Westbrook can't. So I don't see them making it as far as they did before. I just don't see it at all. Westbrook is he shot what last year, like 28% or
But they,
something?
but I'm
I'd be
saying though,
shocked.
but I'm saying they have the same team. They
It don't
have the same
matter
team. Only person
if the
different
other
is
guy
Chris
can't
Paul.
shoot. If the other guy can't shoot, you cannot contribute in the finals. You cannot.
And
Nah.
both of them take the ball up the court.
That's
Both
why
of them had the
Philadelphia keep
ball
losing.
in their hand.
That's why
So
Philadelphia keep losing. John Simmons, Bennington Simmons, he cannot shoot. I'm telling you, the
But Ben
same
Simmons is a big guy though.
don't matter.
What
But
he
I'm
like
saying is,
6'7", six
what
ten?
I'm saying is, if you got a point guard, seriously, if you got a point guard that can't shoot, like when Westbrook missed, he missed for real.
right.
It ain't like a short miss. No, he missed. He clanked like
Man,
Lonzo. Like he
y'all.
And
clanked.
Westbrook should have went probably to
Westbrook don't have to shoot
Miami.
with the Warriors though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He would have been
You
a good fit in Miami.
listen, y'all. Westbrook do not have to shoot with the Rockets. Westbrook can drive, kick it out the heart and Harden to drain that thing. You
Man,
see what
nah.
I'm saying,
That
They
ain't
man?
that ain't
still,
That
hard in game though.
still,
You're
Harden
not
can
playing
drain
in
it
game.
off the Harden can drain it off the pass. Then you got why am I skipping that man name? The number 10. What's his name?
Clint Capella,
Yeah, he can
Ty
not
Fisher,
yeah, he could drain it too. Man,
he
I'm telling
trained
y'all.
can't shoot.
Okay, let me see. Maybe I'm getting his name wrong.
You
Man,
talking about PJ Tucker
PJ Tucker.
and
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon?
yeah, yeah,
You know
Gordon. That's what I'm talking
that
about.
Gordon,
looking
yeah.
out of here, bro. Like no,
Man, he
no.
gonna kick it out to Gordon, kick it out to Harden. Them boys gonna shoot it all day, lights out. People can't stop what you call it drive. And with Harden driving with him, that's a dangerous combo. Like it was with the Thunder. You know, like it was with OKC. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is they don't have your boy Durant. You see what I'm saying? But nobody gonna have him this year. So it's
Honestly,
all
I
PJ
think this
Tucker
was the
gets up there.
worst pickup than picking up Carmelo Anthony.
people sleeping on the Rockets.
Uh,
Rockets made it to the
I, I,
conference
I
final.
agree with that. I agree with that, and I'm gonna tell you this, JB. By the
Mhm.
way, I agree. I agree. You know, with what Jonathan said as far as Russell Westbrook, they're gonna
Mhm.
try this out for 1 year. If it don't
Mhm.
work out, if it goes horribly wrong, let's just say they even
It will.
if it goes to the let's say it goes to the first round, they get eliminated again. Guaranteed, Russell Westbrook is getting traded before the next season starts.
Telling you.
Because if
Before the
they're
trade deadline.
you know, I'm telling you,
I'm telling
what
you.
What like they did Carmelo Anthony.
Yup, I'm telling you. He's out of there. I'm telling you.
so so let's just do this, man. Any closing thoughts, JB?
No man, I think people sleeping on my boy Westbrook. I know he ain't he gonna say I like the trade and I'm ecstatic, but I don't think that's the terrible trade. You know what I mean? I think they made it to the conference finals 2 years in a row. They still kind of have the same team, you know, without Chris Paul, and I think Westbrook is gonna show a little something this year, next year.
All right, all right. So my closing thoughts: Lakers go Clippers, and it's not even gonna be funny. People are gonna be shocked. People are really gonna be shocked, man. I'm not even gonna hold you up. If it go like I think, like I'm telling you, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be nasty. So that's my closing thoughts. If the Lakers don't get it, I actually want the Bucks to get it. I like Giannis,
Yeah.
and I think it's about that time, So any closing thoughts, Jonathan?
My closing thoughts is Clippers gonna spoil my pick, man. They're gonna end up winning the finals.
with injuries. Okay,
Both
so
of you got, both of y'all got some good. Okay, I like it. I like it.
alright. So hey guys, look, we got a logo out.
Thanks.
We got an identity now. We got the Pan African shit going on. We got all
Niggas,
this shit
niggas
going on.
going somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have merchandise with all kind of stuff on it, you know. And by the way, this upcoming week we're gonna have our show on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. So we'll get all the information out to you soon by this week. We're gonna go ahead and get everything together, and we're gonna be making some moves after that. So stick with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and always follow Everyday Heroes because we be kicking that shit. So our next topic, 3 years later, 2016, and then now it's 2019. So 3 years later, how do you guys feel about Kaepernick, and how has he, in your eyes, changed the NFL and possibly the NBA, possibly in careers for other athletes too? So let's go ahead and go with JB Ritt, man. How do you feel about that?
All right, man. I'm gonna say this, and people are going to get mad at me, but I don't care. Okay, years ever since he started doing it. Okay, and I think even me and John Jay had this discussion over a campsite one night about
Yeah,
this.
all night we was going for hours.
I'm gonna personally say, okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. When Kaepernick took
Bro,
protests and just saying, hey, huh?
you was breaking up on my
Yeah,
end.
you breaking up.
Okay, y'all hear me now? Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Kaepernick took a knee in the beginning, and it was a silent protest. He just wanted it to be known that the things is going on, and he wasn't really liking it. So it was a silent protest. Okay, he did it, and nobody was really noticing it. Okay, so after the media caught hold of it, after he already did it, before, he had to keep on doing it because they trying to shut him up. Well, he didn't have to. He could have stopped. But, by that point, he was like, man, I just wanted to be known that, hey, I don't like the shooting, the killing of the cop brutality in the world. The media took hold of that and tried to change the story of what he was doing. Okay? Me personally, I like the cause of what he was doing. I just wish the fight was a little bit stronger. Okay, I wish everybody would have, more people, white people, black people, doesn't matter. More NFL players would have done it too. So I didn't like the protest because of the fact of nobody else was doing it. It was just week by week by week, and they
changing
slowly
your
put it.
tone. Keep that same energy, nigga. You weren't saying that before.
I was saying that before.
You what? You
I was.
said. This what
I
you
didn't.
said. You
Okay, go ahead.
said that you didn't like the protest
I
because it
didn't.
wasn't the right spot. You said he choosing his job to protest, and that was dead wrong. Because how you gonna ask somebody for a job and then you break the rules of that job and then expect to get a for them to keep you on the job? Of course they gonna fire
I was getting to that point.
you. Okay, go
I
ahead.
was getting to that point. Okay. You exactly right, sir. Since you already got me there, that's the part I didn't like. Okay.
And
Look,
that's the
man,
part I disagreed with you.
I understand, but at the same time, look, man, like either we gonna be with the NFL or we gonna be not with the NFL. You see what I'm saying? Get out of the NFL
This is what
because therefore we need to do this another way because the way we doing it is not working. You see what I'm saying? We can't protest no more. It's time for us to start knocking down doors, going in the offices, and doing stuff. You see what I'm saying? Now he's taking deals with Nike, who was a sponsor of the NFL. So the NFL still getting paid. Every time we buy a shoe, that money is going into the NFL.
No,
Okay,
only when you buy in that NFL merchandise. If you're buying a
that's not
Jordan
true,
or
sir.
LeBron,
That's not
they're
true,
not
sir. These
getting
people
paid off
work
of that.
together. When he took a picture with Sports Illustrated, every time you buy Sports Illustrated, they sponsor each other. That
I
means if
understand
I
that.
go down, and lose ratings, or if I go down and lose money, you're gonna sponsor me that money. So they use Kaepernick name off the Nike, off the Sports Illustrated, which both sponsored by each other. Every company does. Every white company does it, not black companies. White companies support each other politics. White people support each other businesses. They do that, bro. So if we in it, no matter what. So when we giving money to the NFL, giving money to Nike, giving the money to whatever that they sponsor each other, that's more money in their pocket. That's why their dollar circulates in their pockets. That's why the NFL is not going to lose. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I was saying, bro. I don't like it because I knew what was going on. They trying to apologize to him under the table by giving him a Nike deal. No, we got to fight the whole system. We got to fight it, bro. That's
The,
like
the
keep
only
giving our
part
dollars and circulate.
the only part I disagree with you with is
Hmm.
the NFL part of it. When I feel like the NFL is a huge platform. It's the number one sports in the United States of America.
That's a fact.
So with that platform, you supposed to make people uncomfortable with that platform. To get your that's the perfect way to get your word out. You understand what I'm saying? And basically when you're protesting, I shouldn't. If you're, let's say you're protesting against me, JB.
Hmm.
If you do something that I'm okay with, do that shit. I don't care. It ain't gonna change my mind. But let's say you're protesting and you say I'm gonna break in your shit and steal your TVs or something. Like I'm gonna pay attention. Be like, hold on, bro. Like what we could talk about in order for you to not break in my house and steal my TVs. You know what I'm saying? That's like with the NFL protests. Like, of course, white people don't like it. You're disrespecting my flag. You know what I'm saying? They doing all that, but they wasn't paying attention to the real issue. The issue was not the flag. The issue was the killing of unarmed black men. And if they paid attention to that, Kaepernick would have stopped. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more we do need to do, and besides just taking a knee.
Okay.
But that's a start to open up conversation, and that's basically what he did. Cause every time you see a highlight of him kneeling, afterwards, commentators discussing why he's kneeling. And then it started on CNN and NBC and Hannity and all them other people. The conversation started. So he got a lot accomplished by what he was doing. He might have not done it. And then even Trump, we talk shit about Trump, but even he's starting to do like criminal injustice reform in the state of Florida, doing little criminal justice reform and stuff like that. So what he was doing, it brought a lot of attention to certain issues. So
Yep.
Mm.
I agree. I agree 100% with John Jay. Um, you know, at the end of the day, um, if you have a platform and this is something and there's serious things going on in this world, me and you and John Jay, we are little voices.
right,
You know what I'm saying? He is a big voice. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take it to this, right? So Oprah Winfrey, right? Some years ago, she's a big influence on women. I hate Oprah Winfrey, by the way, but she's a big influence on women, right? And she said she don't eat red meat. And did you know that when she said that, the red meat industry almost went like they almost just went extinct. They almost went bankrupt. That whole industry,
mm,
just
right,
because of her saying that on her platform. So what I'm saying is, if you can use that platform to provide something positive, like he literally started making black people feel okay to be black. You know what I'm saying? Like he helped do that. You know what I'm saying? He helped black people and minorities embrace themselves. You know what I'm saying? and that's the whole goal to me. Is to influence. So I think he was right for using this platform, man. It sucks that it cost him his job, but look what he got now, and he ain't got to get tackled or anything right now.
Hmm.
He ain't gonna break his neck. He guaranteed to be able to kneel down and stuff for and like play with his kids now. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So
That's all in good. That's all in good for Kaepernick. I'm glad that he got those things, but that's all that I see. As change. I
so
mean,
I mean
I'm sorry, man. I'm more of a, I guess how you say it, of Malcolm X, and he's more of a Martin Luther King.
All
Yeah,
right, so
it was nice that he kneeled, and it was nice that we got a little conversation. Yeah, whispering here, whispering there, but nothing's been changed. No,
but
nothing.
look, you got to look at
a
this
lot
too.
has changed.
Kaepernick is only one person. What you don't see in Florida, I don't know where Kaepernick is from or where he live, but where he live, he might it might be shit everywhere that he's done. I know for a fact he donated like $1 or $2 million of his own money into foundations and stuff like that. Like people done raise money for Kaepernick. He got all kind of charities and stuff like that. Like just because it's like if we had a little restaurant in Tampa, we got our little restaurant in Tampa. Only people in Tampa might know about it, but everybody in the world know about McDonald's. You feel me? He might just be that little home local restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people like the NAACP and other organizations like that that's known around the United States of America, but he just ain't that big yet. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Look,
So he
here's the
can
thing
only
about
do
here's the thing about Kaepernick though, and to add to your point, John, JB. These people, right, have specific fan bases, right? Have specific people that follow them. Kaepernick was one of those people that, there's a lot of black folks that watch NFL, but they don't follow any politics. They don't know anything about these other people. You know what I'm saying? But they know about Kaepernick now, and now they go look into other things, and now there are a lot more people, into it and like, being aware of things going on. So, that's what I wanted to add to your point, John Jay.
Appreciate that. And last thing I want to say about it is, even when it come to the lady, I think they was Nike was dropping some shoes with the flag on it, a racist flag, and
Yeah.
Kaepernick put a stop to that shit. Like those shoes aren't being released because of
Mm-hmm.
Kaepernick. So he has a voice, man. I mean, you might not see his face every day. I kind of do wish he was more vocal, but sometimes maybe if he opened his mouth, he might not articulate himself as eloquently as we would like, and that might turn people off from him. So maybe his best offense is just being quiet and just letting action speak.
I've heard Kaepernick speak before. He speaks pretty normal to me at least. But I'm from
Sound
Miami, so I'm
same
used
to me.
to. Well, I'm from Miami. I'm used to different accents and stuff
I'm
like
I'm
that. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm gonna say one more thing, man. I'm gonna say this. Okay, in the NFL now, that you want to kneel or you don't want to stand up for the flag, you know what you have to do.
Stay in the locker room.
Okay. Now tell me one thing that changed in the NFL because of Kaepernick. Tell me one law that's been changed, or tell me what's the talk right now. The more of the talk right now, I'm talking about in the media, not with us. Is more of the talk right now is him getting money or him doing this and doing that, or is more to talk about the things about what he was protesting about.
So, so here's the thing. All right, I see what you're saying with that, but do you realize that the NFL ratings are going down like really bad, and
That's
the
the
NBA
point I'm trying
and
to make.
and
Nike going
but
up.
yeah, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Kaepernick is no longer in the NFL, And what's happening is these NBA players are starting to realize things, and like these NFL players are starting to realize things that's going on right now. They're asking for more money now. They're asking for more rights, more things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all like trickle effect from Kaepernick empowering people. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think the ratings come from good and bad sides because you got racist people who don't like the kneeling, who's not watching the NFL, and then you got people who's not racist and support Kaepernick that's not watching the NFL because Kaepernick is not getting a job. So it's like it's no good or bad way. It's no way the NFL can get it right because you can let Kaepernick come back and the people, the racist people who don't like Kaepernick, still not gonna support the NFL, or you could not let him back,
I
and
tell
the
you,
black people who support Kaepernick ain't gonna watch the NFL. So what I think the NFL is doing, they're going with the money. We know white people are the majority of our fans; they spend the most money, so we can afford to not let Kaepernick come back. And it's mainly black people who support him. Black people don't really come to our games anyway. Black
I'm
people
glad.
don't spend money like that anyway. So we like fuck Kaepernick, and this will pass over soon. We'll just give him a Nike deal.
I'm glad that you said that. Cause the only way to change it is to go knock down some doors in up above. Okay, yeah, I'm glad he took a knee, and I'm glad he took a knee for that right cause. But it's time to go ahead and start doggone taking over some jobs. How many black owners do we have at the top in the
there,
NFL?
We got one minority owner, and that's the Jacksonville
Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
He's like a Mexican, ain't he, or
I
a
think
Puerto
he
Rican?
like Arab or some
Hey,
shit like that.
yeah. That
Yeah.
ain't no black person, man. We look,
Right.
we need to make our own league. We need to start our own
well,
company, or we need to take over some jobs up there. P
well,
Diddy
that
was supposed to take over the Panthers, but I
He
don't know.
retired
Somehow
like
he
that,
got shut
Rock.
the fuck up.
Of
well, of
course.
course, it's harder. It's harder. It's harder for a black person. Look,
Mm,
I've been told this before. You
mm-hmm.
know, but it's not even that I've been told this. This has happened before with a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine that there's a neighborhood called Pinecrest in Miami, and that is a very rich Jewish neighborhood. And let's just say the house cost $200,000. When is a black friend that wanted to go buy that house, it went up $100,000. So instead of 200,000, it's 300,000 for him.
Right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're doing to black folks that want to buy things like that.
Right.
They're not giving out real numbers. They need to get over three times to for us to get it.
Yep.
But it's tricks to the trade. If I'm Diddy, I'm gonna go to my white homeboy who a billionaire. Matter of fact, Meek Mill got one in his corner who he did with the Sixers owner. Let's say the Sixers owner
Right.
by the Carolina Panthers, and we know he ain't racist or too racist. He could then sell it to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And I think Meek Mill bought stock in Lids. How you think he got that stock? You know what I'm saying? He got people higher ups who's letting him in, letting him do that type of stuff.
I'm glad that I'm with Winton. I'm glad the NBA is stepping towards more, black people and equal rights for us. But the NFL, we over here taking knees and getting kicked out the NFL and thinking it's okay. It's time for us to start busting some heads. That's where I'm at with it. It's
You
time for
know,
us to start going up there and doing something different. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
you, well, I think, and I'm just gonna be my closing statements, and I'll go around.
Okay.
My closing statements is this. My point of view is that the NFL it's gonna be around, but it's not gonna
Mm,
be a factor like that for much longer if they keep doing this stuff. Because the reality of it is, like I said in the previous podcast, everybody's gonna be a little brown at some point. You know what
mm.
I'm saying? And they ain't gonna allow all that stuff in the NFL. So it's now the numbers statistically, there's more people wanting to go to the NBA now. I'm talking about from high school to college.
Yeah.
There's more people that want to go to the NBA now than there is football now.
Right, because of the
You know,
guaranteed money though.
it's the guaranteed money, they're empowering minorities. You know what I'm saying? And they see the light there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see the light in the NFL like that. So that's my point of view from that. Like Kaepernick impacted it in that way. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, John Jay.
Um, shoot, I basically said everything wanted to say. I mean,
All right.
I really don't think the NFL is ever going anywhere. I think it's what baseball used to be. I think no matter how much you protest, I think the game is so exciting to the point where it's really nothing you can do to stop it. I mean
Right.
that's my getaway. I love football. That's my passion.
Right.
I've been a Bucks season ticket holder for the last 8 years. So I love football. It ain't going nowhere in my life.
Oh no, I don't think, and just to say that, I don't, I don't think football is going anywhere. I just think ratings wise,
Right,
it's not going to be the preferred sport. You know what I'm saying? Like football was always the preferred sport.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you already got your last comments, JB?
Yeah, I did make my last comments, but I'm gonna
Okay.
say this right here. I like. I'm gonna say this, and I want this to be clear. I like the Kaepernick protests because I like what the message he was trying to send. I just don't feel like the message was sent correctly or was sent out there, you know, I guess in my liking. You know what I mean? If we protesting black people shooting and we talking about, going out and protesting, let's do it. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit on your porch and think and always and just sit out there and scream. Something need to be heard. We need to march down there to the White House to something. You know what I mean? And I think more people need to get involved. And I'm glad that's why we talking about it. And let's get this thing going. It's been 3 years, and it shouldn't be over. You know what I mean? Because he's out the NFL or because they made a settlement to just give him his money. I think it should be every year they hear something about it because it was
Hmm.
wrong. You know
That's
what I
for
mean?
sure. That's for sure. All right. So, what y'all think of this segment? Like, comment, subscribe on this segment. I think we did pretty good on that one. What y'all think?
That's a fact. We do
Yeah,
good
we
on
did.
everyone. What you talk about?
Hey, I like this. I like this, man. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tune into Everyday Heroes.
Yo.
We are back. We are back, and check out our logos. Check out everything we got. We're gonna come to you on iTunes, where when we post the show, it'll pop up on your phone. You ain't even gotta do nothing. So be aware of that. It's coming soon. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our last topic, and this is a topic that I'm very interested in getting to speak on this with. Can you trust someone 100%? Kick it off, John Jay, man.
Hell no. You can't trust nobody in this world. 100%. Like it's just impossible. I mean, I'm talking about your mama, I'm talking about your kids, talking about your daddy, whoever. You can't trust nobody 100%. I mean, once you feel you can trust 100%, you become ignorant. You become dumb, you become blind. And if a person tell you to jump off a bridge, you going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I the most I could ever trust somebody is 90%. I trust my mom 90%. I trust my wife like 90, sometimes 85%. And close friends, my closest friend, this like my brother, Marcus. I trust him like 90, 91 maybe. But that's it. So that's how I see it when it comes to trust.
Trust.
All right, all right. So, do you trust yourself 100%?
Hell no. Cause like I don't trust myself. Like, let's be real. If Beyonce walked in the room butt ass naked and said, "I give you 50 million, you hit this pussy," bruh, I'm in it, and wifey just gonna have to forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm like, wifey, we 50 million strong, and it was Beyonce. So you got a nigga who hit Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? That's like cred right there. So nah, I don't trust myself 100% because you never know. Like under certain situations, you never know what you gonna do under them certain situations.
I trust myself to say yes in that situation. So, I'm just
That's a
saying,
hundred.
like,
That's a
yo,
hundred.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm
but
just
but
kidding.
that's like going against trust for your wife though. If you have a wife, like you know what I'm saying, my wife basically couldn't trust me 100%, and I want to be 100% faithful with my wife, but under that circumstance, it's possible it won't happen.
Well, I'll just say this in regards to that. I trust, if I had a wife, but I would trust like my wife to trust me, like that I'm making the best decision for us. Like 50
Right,
million strong, bro,
right.
and shit, like shit, it's Beyonce. It's gonna be 1 minute, like that's it. So it ain't like it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like so
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, that's like the extreme of the extremes, but like I get it, man. I'm with you though. Like I have that mentality too. I trust people about 90%. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's one of those things, man, where that's all I trust myself the most.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? I trust myself the most because I know myself. I know what I'm gonna do and everything. But with other people, man, I got PTSD legitimately. Like, like shit. I've been through some shit. So, you know, I don't be trusting nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. What about
Mm-mm-mm.
you, JB?
Um, y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a
Here we
little
go.
uh, why you say that?
Here we go.
Look, man, I'm a little confused, okay? Because I, to me, I trust people 100%. I'm talking about in my circle, like you guys, my brothers, everybody that's in my circle. I trust them 100% to be them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, it, I know due to situations like what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Now, say if a person that I say I trust in my circle tell me to jump off a bridge where I know that's not, common sense to do, then of course I'm a question that 100%. You see what I'm saying?
But trust me, you ain't gonna die.
Yeah, at the same time it's like my morals and if we just put stuff on a platform of just trust, that's it, nothing else,
Okay,
then
so how
yeah,
many?
of course.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but how many
No,
times in your life? Because I know I've been peer pressured a couple times. Hit this. It ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna make you feel good. And we know doing drugs is not good. But we all been offered some type of drug in our lives. And we had the option to either do it or not. And if this person you trust 100% telling you to hit this crack pipe, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna do nothing. It's just gonna make you feel good and you trust them, then goddamn it, if you hit it, you gonna see that the negative effects from it. And men fall for shit like that a lot, especially when it comes to female drug addicts. Hit this line, it'll make your dick stay harder, or some shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They end up taking them drugs and getting hooked on some bullshit because they
I'm
trusted the female.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. So I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when certain situations happen, you gotta think for yourself and not for the other person.
But
So let me.
everybody don't though.
Yeah,
Especially when it
exactly.
come to females.
Eh,
Females are real vulnerable and certain to try to keep a man that they really like. They'll do all kind of stuff to keep them. It's been a few females when I was young. I'd be like, man, you ain't fucking. I don't want to be with you no more. And she'll give me that pussy because she don't want me to dump her on everything. So
Hey,
come on,
look
man.
at your face, JB. Look at your face, JB. Hey, his face ain't gonna be on YouTube. Y'all gotta see this dude's face. Hey, me and JB was roommates, man. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. But
Man.
I'm gonna tell y'all the story, man.
Hey, you know I ain't rapping. You know I ain't
Yeah.
rapping, boy.
I'm gonna tell you the story, man. Like this is a little while ago. So I was like I was on I was on probation, right? And this one guy I knew, we used to do a lot of dirt together. Like a lot of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like he was like one of my right hand mans, you know what I'm saying? Like we made a lot of money together and everything. And one day, and so I ended up, situation, whatever. Listen to the last show. I was on probation, and and on my probation, like I couldn't smoke weed. I couldn't like do anything. I couldn't even drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, so one day, you know what I'm saying, we was in the car, right? We was in the, we partied all night, hung out all night and stuff like that. And I'm sober, right? So one day it's like, we partied up till 6 in the morning and everybody's fucked up. We had two hoes in the car and he was in the car. And we were like, they were all smoking weed, but I wasn't. So basically, the dude was like, he was like, oh yeah, hit this or whatever. And I'm like, nah. He's like, man, like if you hit it once, you know what I'm saying? He was like, if you hit it once, today's a Monday. It was like a Labor Day weekend, so it was like today's Friday, so it'll be at the system in 4 days if you hit it one time. And I'm like, bro, like in my mind, I'm like, if I smoke this shit right now, I'm gonna do 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So I decided not to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? So he showed me a side of him that a guy that I thought I could trust 100%, he
Yeah,
had showed me a side at some point that I can't trust this guy 100%
right,
because he wasn't looking out for my best interest. Instead of saying like, "Yo, get out the car" or something like that,
right,
he's gonna try to peer pressure me. And we're grown. We're 27, 30 years old
right,
at
right.
the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we kids. You know what I'm saying? Like he know better, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like I don't really trust nobody 100%, man, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that I consider my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my real brother. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people I consider that. But shit, my brothers done did me dirty too. I don't trust them niggas 100%.
I'm telling you, it come
You
from
know what I'm
anywhere.
saying?
It come from anywhere. You turn 18, your mama gonna put your ass out.
Yeah.
Tighten up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like, it is what it is. I don't see what JB. Keep talking, JB. I'm trying to understand you, brother.
I, I guess this is that's what I say, because if we just put stuff on a platform of trust, then yeah, what I mean, you can't really trust anybody. But what the scenarios that y'all bringing up is more of, to me, is more of common sense, situational. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, of course, like I run into a building and I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be bad people in the building, it could be good people in the big building. But if you talk about the circle that's around you, your wife, your kids, I mean, you trust them enough to go to sleep next to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
but
mean,
that come in percentages though. Like
but if something,
if I
but
leave
that's what
my
I'm saying. That's
Oreos
more of
on the dresser,
situational.
I
Yeah.
know my
Oh,
2-year-old gonna steal them motherfuckers.
But that's more of situational. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
That's not
But
saying you
life
don't
is on
trust them.
situations.
So
Every day
okay,
we
so
wake up, we run into a new situation.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's real. So
but
JB,
that's not us. That's
JB,
just life.
JB, I'm gonna tell you a story, another story. This is a quicker one. I had a friend, one of my good friends. He's like a family friend kind of guy. Like we ain't blood, but his family is my family. You know what I'm saying? Name is Will, and Will slept next to this woman every night. And one night, I don't know what the situation was. I don't know if she found anything in his phone or whatever. But one night he went to sleep, and she started choking him in his sleep. Now,
Mm.
luckily he's a military guy, and he fucking flipped and kicked, whatever they do. I don't know what y'all know how to do, but he did whatever move and fucked her up. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up, whatever. The whole thing's settled, but this is a woman that he trusted to go to sleep to every night. She just went up and did it. You don't know people's ulterior motives sometimes, man,
Yep.
and that always plays a factor to me, man. That always plays a factor, man. Cause I've been in situations, bro, like you won't even believe, man. Like on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? I had niggas really back out on some whole shit before, man. Like,
So
so
so let's you say you trust us 100%, right? So
I trust you to be you 100%.
but what
You
does
know what I
that
mean?
actually mean? Because you don't even know a
Okay.
person 100%. Everybody got skeletons, and nobody tells everything. So you don't even know a person. You could be sleeping in the bed with your wife, and you don't even really know her. You don't know every single thing that happened in her past. You feel what I'm saying? All you know is you love her, and she been good to you thus far. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? Like it could be us three, we boys, and I could be hurting. My kids, my 4 kids hungry, and I'm finna go rob this motherfucking 7-Eleven. But only you got the car, JB, and you with goddamn Winton. You feel me? So I ain't gonna tell y'all because I know y'all my friends and y'all real friends and y'all gonna try to talk me off the ledge. So I'm finna tell you I need me a Red Bull to take me up to the store and I rock that bitch and don't even tell you. We get pulled over and all three of us get booked for the same shit. And I could be a bitch ass nigga at heart. I could say, man, them motherfuckers was with me. They the ones told me to do it and all us booked on the same shit
I,
because I
I
did some crazy ass shit. You feel
I've
me?
been hit. I've been hit with a situation
I'm
like that
telling you,
When
like,
what situation you have not been in with?
Man, look, bro. Like, I tell you,
Listen,
but
I think it's due to the people around you too, man. Because
yeah,
y'all right. Anything you're right. Anything can happen at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? You can we can come up with scenarios all day, but the fact of the remain is that eh, yeah, you can trust somebody. And
you
it's
breaking
just
up, bro.
it's really depends. It depends. I say yeah, you can trust somebody 100%. It just depends on the things you go through. Some people don't trust people 100% because of their life situations, and and the fact of the remainder is this life is crazy, and yeah, you can. Most people are not going to trust people 100%, but
You
there are
setting
people,
yourself up for disappointment when you trust 100%. I
not
feel like,
necessarily.
man, I'ma say this. People gonna get mad at me, but so what? Forgive me. That's like Christians. Their trust for Jesus is so strong that they really think somebody finna come out the sky and save their ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, after all the bad shit that happened, all the kids then died, all the slavery, all the rape, it's still taking Jesus this goddamn long to come save us. Like, be for real. Now you playing on faith. And faith is like a handcuff type word. It puts you in jail. You know what I'm saying? Faith. Like you
yep.
went
Walk
from
by faith,
trust
not
to
by sight.
faith. You know what I'm saying? And come on, bro. Like we gotta be real with
Yeah,
ourselves. Certain
I'm
shit just ain't
I'm a,
gonna
I'm
happen.
I'm gonna ask a quick question. All right, Winton, yeah, real name. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The topic of this one, right, was what was it again? Can you trust
Trust them
someone?
100%.
Yes, you can. You can trust somebody 100%. Now, if you decide not to trust somebody 100%, that's on you.
All right,
You
I
know?
see what you're saying. I
Yeah.
see what you're
Play on
saying.
words.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
you
All
see where
right,
I'm
you
going.
can, but walk in front of this bus and see what happened to your ass.
Hey,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
listen. But
go
that, but
ahead, do it, JB. You gonna live?
look though, what I'm saying is though, that's more of a situational trust. You see what I'm saying? That's more
Bro,
of
that's
okay,
life though. Let's speak situations. Every
okay.
day we wake up, we are waking up into a new situation. We're waking up into new temptations, new dangers, new success, new happiness, new angers, new everything. Everyday life is a situation, bruh. So situation and life is basically the same shit. So you can't just say it's situations because that's just life.
But I bet you it's out there and say, man, that's my best friend, and I trust that person with my life. There's people in the army. I trust this person with my life. So the topic
I feel like
was
that about some people too.
okay. So do
But I
you
don't
trust that
trust them with
person
my wife.
100%?
I don't trust them with my wife though.
I know some people that trust people with their wife.
I
They know
know
they could
I
be
trust certain people with my wife too.
okay. I know, like me, I could be with my best friend butt naked in the room with his wife, and I ain't touching her because that's my.
Bro,
I
that's
like,
already
but
violation because you butt
that's valid.
naked. That
Yeah,
ain't
but yeah, so that's already like, damn, why am I here? Like type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So I know some. That's what I'm saying. The topic was, can you trust people 100%? I know some people that'll put their money down, or put their last little bit of breath down to touch that person. Now, when that person or the situation you go through, that cause you not to do it, then yeah, you
hold
lose a
on.
little bit of
Tell
trust for
me what you
yourself.
going tell me what you gonna put your money down on. Tell me that.
I say some people put their money down that say that they know that they trust that person 100% with their life, you know what I'm saying? Now, if that person come to you and say something that jump off this cliff, then it's kind of like, damn, you're gonna question those motives. You see what I'm saying?
Do you personally feel like you trust
Oh,
someone 100%? Do you did because you've been dancing.
Yeah,
okay.
he been he
All
been
right.
dancing.
I've been,
That's
I've
that's
been
like a
dancing.
Been
pimp.
dancing.
Look, that's like
Okay.
a pimp. He got all these
Oh,
females out there selling their body, but these females really trust
okay.
this person. And
Okay.
look
All
what he
right.
putting them through. You
Let,
feel what I'm saying?
let me answer then. Let me
Yeah.
answer. Me personally, do I trust somebody? Do I trust people 100%?
No, a person.
Oh, a
Fuck,
person
fuck
100%.
people. A person.
And I said in the beginning, I trust not everybody, a person 100% to be that person. You
Man,
see?
that's a loaded
You,
ass
Come on,
answer,
man,
bro.
y'all be
That's a
that
loaded
person.
ass
you know,
answer, bro.
you know,
What? Oh
Cause
like,
you
my
don't know
god.
every person.
bro,
You
it
don't
shouldn't
know
even be
everybody.
God no more. It should be the JB written slide, bro.
You know
This
what
dude, man,
I'm saying?
all the way through this whole thing. All right, it's a simple.
Man.
It's
And
a simple question, bro.
I just said it, man. I trust. I
All right,
trust.
so Bone, you was in the military, and the
Yeah.
famous word in the military is I trust this guy with my life. I'm gonna go to war with him. You feel me? Now let's say
Ooh.
Taliban come round the corner and the goddamn Taliban put the AK-47 to the back of your head and your homeboy right next to him who say he gonna die for you. You think he gonna run, or you think he gonna try to take the AK bullet to his head for you?
Listen, man.
Come on, man. Let's be real. Ain't nobody
Let,
finna
let,
take no
let's let.
bullet like that unless that's your son, daughter, some shit like that.
You
And
can't
then
say
your ass
that though.
probably gonna
You
still
can't
think
you
twice.
you can't say that because it's probably been people out there in the military that have done it. You
Yeah,
see
it's
what I'm
people
saying?
that done it now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
people that
There's
done it.
people that so and I
Have
know there are people who go to special forces, Green Beret. It's people who go to them people they lay down there. They ready to lay down.
just that. How do you know you can trust that person 100%? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know? You don't.
right,
Okay, but
cause he might
I can
take that
rebuttal.
bullet for you until he see your wife. He
I can
like,
re
nah, he,
I
I ain't.
I
Let
I
me
can
tell you.
rebut. I can
Let me
rebuttal. I
let,
can
let me tell you
rebuttal him.
real quick.
Okay.
Now, I had a friend of mine that told me he was real about it. He said, he's a straight guy. We all straight, whatever. He said, we had proposed some dumbass question. For $3 billion, would you suck a dick? Right?
Woo! Let's
I
get
don't give a
into this
fuck how
shit.
much money
Hell
it is.
no.
If you
Nigga
say
said,
yeah, you gay. The period.
and he
Ain't
gay.
Okay,
ain't
Said,
I
no
got it.
amount of fucking money
I got
gonna
a
make me
question.
stoop that low.
I got another.
Hey,
I got
don't
a.
ask that old silly ass question you asked me before, JB.
Hold on.
Talking
what's
about
the?
if you put a bitch in a wrestling move.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, win.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. You fighting somebody, right? And they put you in it's called a triangle choke, where they
Yeah.
choke you, where they choking you with their legs,
Right.
okay? And your head is between them legs. The only means of you getting out, okay, is you to bite him in the dick, okay? Or you go to sleep, okay? Or you just go to sleep and just get choked out.
He gonna
But
kill you.
the
The
only
only
way
way is if
now,
you bite
now,
him.
now, now say if you did
Not
say if you just getting choked, so you might not even get killed. You just might get choked out.
right. All right.
Okay. So now nobody's around. You and that person just in the fight in the alley and nobody's looking. Would
Yeah.
you bite them in the dick?
Nigga, I'm a savage. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Fuck.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, wait. This what I told him. I'm
Yeah.
like, when you getting choked out like that, you panicking. You ain't really thinking about is this a dick or not. You trying to survive, bitch. That
yeah.
dick gonna get
I
bit.
Hey
I'm
man,
right
wait.
the
Once you
fuck
put that
out of
dick,
there.
once you put that dick in your mouth, you know it's a
Nah,
dick.
he ain't putting no. He got
You know
don't
pants on,
matter.
nigga.
Don't
What you
matter. I
talking
don't
about? He
care if
got
it's
pants on.
asshole. I don't
Oh,
care.
man,
I don't care about none of that shit. I
nigga,
will
you
bite the
trying to
fuck out of you if
survive?
my way. Because here's the thing: if I pass out and get choked out,
yeah,
God knows how long I'll be out for. They
yeah.
could rob me for my money. They
They
could take my car. They could do anything. And that's gonna be a whole man, nigga. I'm biting the fuck out of that
I'm,
dick.
I'm, hey, but he got pants on, bro. So you know,
Yeah,
it
yeah. And
ain't
I
like you can
No,
get
homo.
he got
close.
shorts on. He got shorts on, so them short.
Stay
You
home.
can feel all that dick in your mouth.
Hey,
That's all you need.
Hey,
hey,
Oh,
listen,
bro.
listen. What was? Hold on, damn, I done missed the whole.
The
Oh yeah,
other
do you
one, we
trust
was,
somebody?
yeah. Go ahead.
Damn, do you trust somebody 100%? Damn, how we get the dicks?
uh,
Hey,
so but you over here dancing, James
I
Brown.
ain't dance nothing, man. Listen. Can you trust the topic was can you trust somebody 100%? And I say it's people out there that probably do trust somebody 100%. You
Do
see what
you
I'm
Talking about
saying?
you though. You.
anybody?
Me, I answered the
No,
question.
you didn't. You ain't
Bro,
answered the
you know
question.
what? Like you over here
I,
dancing, bro.
I already gave my closing statement, man. I gave my closing
Nah, he
statement.
running.
I ain't running
Yeah,
nothing.
Uh-oh. Y'all women look out for JB.
Running nothing.
yeah, man.
Yo,
So any closing comments on that, man?
Yeah, my closing comments is a person who trusts another person 100%, my opinion, is just pure silly. I mean, you letting somebody lead you blind, and once you trust 100%, your common sense and logic is out the window.
Yep.
So you always gotta leave some room for any type of fuckery that goes on. Like it's all right to even trust 95%. I just want to allow myself to go over 90 because I gotta have a clear head and clear thoughts to think
Exactly.
through what they're telling me to do or what they're asking me to do or whatever the situation may be.
That's real. That's real. And I'm with you, man. Like, did you say earlier, like you don't trust no niggas or something like that? Like
Uh,
around your bitch or something?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because I trust some men around my wife. Like I trust JB around my wife. You know what I'm saying? I trust my homeboy Marcus to sleep in the bed with my wife. You know what I'm saying? But it's more of me trusting my wife than trusting them. If I'm leaving it up to them, I trust them too. But with me trusting both of them, it's like I know like we got too much respect for each other for one of my niggas to cross me like that. Like and plus 9 times out of 10, I ain't hitting nothing my homeboy hitting anyway, or my brother. I don't backdoor my brother or my home.
Yeah.
So
I ain't like that either, man.
yeah,
So shit, man. But yeah, that was a good segment. You know what I'm saying? You know, my closing comments is fuck no, just like John Jay said in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
it
no.
can go either way.
You know what I'm
It can
saying?
go good, it can go bad.
I'm
That's
saying,
life.
but that's That's for the birds, nigga. That's for the birds.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No, it,
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause anyway, I am gonna talk about that. So let's go ahead and talk about this. We got logos. We got banners. We gonna have merchandise. We back on we about to get on iTunes and all this stuff right now.
Y'all been
Told y'all,
asking for that.
told y'all, and y'all, and I'm gonna ask for a special request from y'all. Please don't call us and leave a comment, man. Write the comment on the thing. You know what I'm
Please.
saying? Please, because if you write the comment on the Facebook group or the YouTube or whatever,
everybody see it.
everybody's gonna start commenting, man. It's a trickle effect, and it creates interesting conversations, man. It builds a network. You know what I'm saying? So please, next time any of y'all call me and y'all want to talk about the show, I'm banging on y'all until y'all comment. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is from now on. So with that being said, let's get into our last segment. Zero of the week and possibly hero of the week. Let's start with you, JB.
Man, my zero of the week goes to give my- everybody who didn't like the trade Westbrook going and joining with your boy Harden. Friends joining friends, baby. Friends joining friends. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Give it up to the NBA for not putting everybody on one team. Kawhi did his thing and went to the Clippers. Okay, Paul George left OKC and went to the Clippers too. So we got two people, two people, two people. It's gonna be a good NBA season, and friends joining friends. Okay, so everybody who didn't like the trade getting zero. So that means you too, heroes. Okay, y'all got
Sound,
zero of the week this year. This
that sounds too much like brothers on brothers.
yeah, we going against each other like the NBA. We not shacking up. All right,
Right.
we playing and we making it a good year, and the Rockets might surprise you. I think they will. I think
We'll
they
see.
will.
Whatever. So whatever with the Rockets. They ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. So I'll go ahead and go. I done forgot mine like 8 times.
I'll
I
go, man.
should go ahead.
All right. I'm doing the hero of the week. You know, my beloved wife, Whitney.
Nice.
I love you, girl. We've been coming closer and closer. I mean, we've been together almost 11 years, you know, and we still going strong. You know, everybody who's been in a long lasting relationship or marriage know how it is, the ups and the downs, but you keep pushing, and that's what we doing right now. I feel like we best friends. We greater than ever. And I just want to keep on going and keep it strong, you know, set an example for our kids and stuff like that. That's about it. Love you, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Congrats,
What's
man. I'm
up?
happy for
What's
you.
up?
For sure, for sure. That was a good one, man. That was a good
Yeah.
one. That was all off the top, huh?
Say it
You right?
again.
That was all
Yep.
off the top.
You
Yeah, that
writing it
was all
down?
off the top,
No.
man.
I
Nah,
came from
man.
the
When
heart.
it's love, you don't write down love. Love supposed to flow off the dome. If you
That's
gotta
Nah,
right.
sit there and think about love, that shit ain't love.
Mm. All right.
alright, shit.
Written by
Well,
John Jay.
yeah, yeah. You
I'm
What's
know,
up,
telling
brother?
you, I'm a for it when it
yeah,
comes
you
to that
should start
love
writing
shit.
them
I'm
Hallmark cards, man.
Yeah,
telling you,
man.
It should hire you for Hallmark or something like that.
Got it.
telling you, I could do it.
You know,
Let that
shit. Well, shit. I keep forgetting my zero of the week, but I do got. I guess I gotta give it to the motherfucking pool guy that I got that come up and service my damn pool.
You still
They
having troubles with that damn pool?
it got up and running one day, and then the next day, it fucking one of the parts broke. But the guy, it's been like 3 weeks, and the guy hasn't came in and fixed the part
God,
yet.
God
You
damn,
know
that's
what
the
I'm
same.
saying?
That's the same guy that was supposed to fix your AC at that one time.
No. I had to get the outsourced guy because they didn't
Okay.
have a full guy, so I had to get an outsourced guy, and you know, they paid for it and stuff, but it's just Jesus, man, like this guy hasn't come out here yet, so I'm about to, if he don't come out this week, I gotta hire somebody else. So my zero of the week go to that motherfucker, corny
Mm-hmm.
ass.
Zero ass nigga.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So hope y'all
Yeah.
enjoyed the show.
Give us y'all zero of the week, man. Give us y'all zero of the week. Comment,
Hey,
subscribe,
another
share.
thing, man. If y'all want to hear us discuss a topic, let us know. Put that in the comments too, and we'll touch on it.
That's a fact.
Yeah. We definitely like to have topics. We actually have an email address that I will put in the description. So just be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna put our email address in the description. It is the everydayheroes at gmail.com. The everydayheroes at gmail.com. And we will go ahead and respond back and cover some of those topics if you see fit. So with that being said, this is real name Win from John J. From JB Written. This is Everyday Heroes signing out.